This miter saw, like a lot of tools in my shop, has a lot of mileage on it. When I first got it, I just set it on the ground, used some makeshift supports underneath some long pieces of stock that I was cutting, and that's how I'd use it. A miter saw station just wasn't in the cards because, as I explained in the Q&A video for the table saw rip fence, I only had a one-car garage at the time, and miter saw stations, well, they take up a lot of space. Not having the luxury of space meant I had to make do with what I had. Moving from a condo to a single-family home meant I had more space, so I immediately built 3 roll-around carts, made one of them into this miter saw station. However, here's the conundrum. I now have a different house. This garage is smaller than the last one, so I'm kind of working my way backwards. Long story short, less space means I have to be more efficient. There are a lot of areas I can improve upon, but an easy target here is that miter saw station. So first I'll remove it from its base. And set that aside for right now. You can go to my website, simplyeasydiy.com. There you will find the design plans for the top portion of this miter saw station, along with the plans for the roll-around carts. Make a couple of cuts to separate the wings from the rest of the assembly. I have a piece of piano hinge here that I'll cut to size, one for each wing of the station. Also, I'll have these for the swing out supports that I attach to the carts later on. I'll have a link on my website to where I got this. As always, check that description. Alright, the top portion of the station is ready to go. Now I need to prep the cart. I've cut a couple of scrap pieces of 3/4 inch ply to rough shape. I took an angle cut on the larger piece just to make it more aesthetically appealing. I could have left that square and it would have done the same thing. The other piece is just a piece wide enough to get a good stable mount to the side of the cart. Some glue. Then I'll set something heavy on top, go grab some lunch, come back when the glue's set. Flip it over, do the same thing to the other side. A couple of screws to help secure it in place. Go get the platform. Reattach it. And the saw. Now, when I extend the wings, you're going to see them drop just a little bit. They're going to be slightly out of line with the top of the saw. That's all right. I expected that. That's because the swing out supports on the side of the cart were mounted just below the top. So I have to account for the thickness of the top of the cart. So I figured the best way that I can do that is to break out the planer and plane down some scrap pieces of lumber to the exact thickness that I need. What I'm looking for when I level this is not so much the bubble of the level. There's a slope to the garage floor, so I can't really rely on that. What I want to do is eliminate the daylight between the bottom of the level and the top of the wings and saw. So that right there is about right. Now that I have that in place, I'll extend the wings and position the supports about where I feel they should sit. and tack a stop block in front of them to keep them from swinging too far forward. And there it is, a Mitasol station that is perfect for the small shop. Don't forget to visit me at simplyeasydiy.com. There you will find not only the design plans for this, but a lot of other DIY projects as well. Find me on Facebook and Pinterest. Until then.